the YouTuber who lost his mind. Eric Stalzer was a fitness content creator. With his 2-meter height and 140-kilogram body, he was gigantic. His entire body was filled with muscles. Fitness took up his whole life. In his videos, he shared information about bodybuilding and also made motivational videos. He was disciplined, had his life on track, and was successful. In short, he was a role model admired by his fans. On the contrary, in his normal life, the situation was the exact opposite. Eric had extremely severe mental issues. He talked about shadowy figures watching him. He was convinced that invisible forces were conspiring against him. He could no longer distinguish between reality and imagination. Sometime after these events, Eric met a 24-year-old woman named Megan on Tinder. That same night, Eric invited the woman to his house. When Megan accepted the invitation, she thought she would have a good drink and a pleasant evening. She had already come across his videos. He seemed like a trustworthy, fun guy. Megan arrived at the house and went inside. But there was something strange. Eric was speaking in a strange way. His movements also seemed almost savage. Then, all of a sudden, Eric took off his clothes, grabbed a tool, and attacked Megan. The neighbors called the police after hearing the sounds of fighting and screaming coming from the house. Miraculously, Megan managed to hold on until the police arrived. By the time the police confronted Eric, it was already too late. They were faced with a crazed animal who had completely lost control, didn't respond to any words, and was out of his mind. They pulled out their tasers and administered an electric shock. But one wasn't enough, so they fired a second shot. That still wasn't enough, and as he kept coming toward them, they fired a third, then a fourth, and finally he collapsed to the ground.